you're doing well. Let's confirm, yep. We're just gonna be chilling here with this, and we're gonna do an overview of what's been going on in this current Nier Automata roleplay I'm doing, which is fairly simple. I made myself a 4D model, which is a made-up one, which I'm just meant for combat, and blah blah blah. I have no objectives upon landing. I decided to wander, but then I ran into 2B at some point, and she is annoyed with the fact that I don't have objectives. And then it turns out, based on things that happen, I'm hacked. We have a conversation. I have emotions, and she's like, "That's weird. You're not supposed to have emotions." And then she thinks the Logia virus might have already infected me. And basically, my data gets expunged for my last assigned objective, so I have no objectives. And then alright. As you see, eventually it turns out that, of all things, freaking origin point, not the Yorha network. As you see, that means communication termination forced. That means it was a communication from someone else. And we are just chilling. And here's the last prompt.
Her 2B is silent for a moment, watching you from the corner of her eye as you walk. Her expression is unreadable, but there's a hint of understanding in her gaze. When she finally replies, her voice is measured, almost sympathetic, but still guarded. You weren't hacked. You were sabotaged. The word hangs heavily in the air. You're not a liability. You're a victim. Her pod unit beeps in agreement, its lens flickering. It seems just as certain of your innocence as its owner.
Thanks, I guess. Hopefully we get this all settled. This is all settled without anything bad needing to happen to me. Like a rebuild or something. I say nervously.
Gives a small, firm nod. Rebuilds are for broken units, she says bluntly. You're not broken, just altered. Her pod unit emits a soft chirp, almost reassuring this time. The tension in the air has eased slightly. She's no longer treating you like an immediate threat. Ahead, your scanner pulses. The signal source is close now, hidden somewhere among these ruins. Do you approach cautiously, scout first? Call out to see if someone answers? Prepare combat just in case?
I ready my blade. I ready my blades. I ready at least one. I ready one katana as we get close to the ruins. It's here somewhere. The signal. Be cautious, please. I say nervously. I say cautiously. Go cautiously. We began exploring the ruins for the source of the signal. Yeah. Screw being cautious and investigating. We already know their goal. Kill Yorha. I say without a care. I say without a care. I draw my second katana and launch myself at it. Launch myself at it for a battle. I begin by making my drone with thought commands. Shoot at it while I deliver a 5-hit, while I deliver a rapid combo of slashes.
B reacts instantly. She doesn't hesitate either. Your drone fires a concentrated beam straight at the machine's chest, forcing it to stagger back as you close the distance. The combo lands hard. Slash, slash, slice. Your katanas carve into its chassis in rapid succession, sparks flying as metal gives way under your strikes. The machine screeches, its yellow eyes flashing wildly. But 2B is already moving past you. Her pod unit dives forward with a missile lock on, and boom! It explodes against the machine's side mid-dodge. They fight like this often, coordinated and brutal, without even needing to talk first.
I just keep fighting it until the machine dies. The next combo is a right slash, left thrust, then an X cross slash with both blades.
Your combo is flawless. Every movement sharp, precise. Right slash. The machine's arm flies off in a shower of sparks. Left thrust. Your blade plunges straight through its core. Critical hit. Then the X cross slash. Both katanas flashing in an explosive X pattern that splits the machine down the middle. It collapses, twitching once before going dark. Oil and machine parts scattering across the rubble. V lands beside you a second later, her own sword still humming with residual energy from her strikes. She glances at the corpse, then at you. Not bad, she admits quietly.
Thank you. You looked great during the fight. Gorgeous and graceful and gorgeous. Is the signal still around?
Two blinks actually stops moving for a full second. Her pod unit nearly crashes into her from surprise. Worried in confusion, she says flatly, she said the word gorgeous short-circuited her combat protocols. But before she can process that, your drone beeps urgently. The signal is still active, and it's stronger now. Not just one source either. Multiple scattered pulses around you, like whatever Hacked You was broadcasting to others too. And they're getting closer.
Oh boy. There are multiple sources of the signal now. And the original source has still not been destroyed. Are you still willing to join me? Up? I won't ask that. I say seriously.
Tubi's face hardens instantly. All traces of flustered confusion gone. More signals? She mutters, her pod unit already swiveling to scan the area. Its lens zooms in, tracking the new pulses. They're converging, not randomly, but deliberately. Like something is rallying them toward your location. She grips her sword tighter and steps shoulder to shoulder with you without hesitation. We're not leaving until this is dealt with, she says firmly. Let's move.
Let's follow the original signal. Let's follow the original signal. They seem like the leader to me. I say warmly. We begin looking for it once more, assuming she agrees.
Tubi nods sharply. No argument there. Leadership unit first, she agrees. Already moving ahead with you. Her pod unit darts forward like a scout, its lens tracking the strongest signal. The ruins grow more unstable as you press deeper. The buildings collapsing in on themselves, the air thick with dust and distant machine groans. Then, there, a large chamber, partially buried under debris. And at its center, a Logia-type machine, but different. Its frame is sleek, almost designed for command roles. It hasn't noticed you yet, but it's pulsing with that same yellow energy as the hacker signal source.
You know, I'm bored. I'm gonna give myself a unique move for fun. I switched my drone's gun to a cannon, to a missile, and make it fire a missile at the Logia machine. If it survives, I will unleash. I will charge at the machine and try destroying its core. Yes.
Tubi doesn't even hesitate. She's already moving the second you fire. Your drone locks on and unleashes a missile straight at the Logia machine's chest. Kaboom! The explosion rocks the chamber, sending debris flying as smoke engulfs it. The machine stumbles back, its chassis scorched, but it's still standing. Its yellow eyes flare with something like rage. That's your cue. You charge in, katanas raised, and Tubi is right behind you, her pod unit launching a missile of its own for good measure.
And you know, we're just gonna let it progress.
The Logia machine roars, a distorted mechanical sound as it regains its footing. Its arm transforms into a cannon, charging up with a high-pitched whine. But you're faster. Your first katana plunges toward its stab. Sparks erupt as metal meets machine parts. The force of your strike sends it reeling back just as Tubi's missile detonates against its side. The impact is brutal. The machine's cannon arm flies off, and half its torso is caved in by the explosion. It's staggering, vulnerable.
I try to finish it off with a series of thrusts and stabs, of thrusts and slashes at its core. Rad.
You surge forward. No hesitation, no wasted movement. First thrust, right into the exposed core. Your blade jams in deep, sending a surge of sparks flying. Second thrust, another stab, twisting the first blade to wrench it sideways. Then, slash, a horizontal cut across its midsection to sever any remaining structural integrity. The Logia machine convulses, its yellow eyes flickering wildly as systems begin crashing from catastrophic damage. Gooby doesn't let up either. Her pod unit fires another missile point blank, and this time, boom! The explosion erupts through what's left of the machine's chest, and it collapses, motionless at last.
Alright. We're looking good. We could even ditch at this point. Unless there are more Logia machines, there are more Logia machines around. Machines around in that group. I say happily. I check the signals. I check the signals to see if there is anyone still coming. Ah, shit.
Ruby wipes machine oil off her sword, breathing slightly harder but otherwise composed. Her pod unit hovers nearby, its lens still scanning the area. You check the signals. Most of them have stopped moving suddenly. The ones that hadn't been destroyed yet, they're freezing. Like something cut their connection. A few seconds pass in silence. Then your drone beeps softly. Signal activity ceased. The hacker Logia is dead. Its influence with it. Tubi exhales sharply and finally lowers her weapon completely. It's over, she mutters, almost to herself.
Alright. Alright. Good. Alright, good. I'm going to try talking to Command again. And explain things. I say warmly. I try contacting Command again. You know, I'm going to see what 2B says. Maybe she'll argue with it.
Tubi nods, stepping back to give you space as you reopen the comms line.
I explain the situation.
No delay. 4D comes a new voice, calmer but still authoritative. Report your status and situation. They sound like they're waiting for an explanation, and maybe even expecting something serious. 2B watches quietly, her arms crossed, clearly curious how this will go too.
I explained the situation, how I came up with no objectives due to being hacked by a machine at the start. Following this, and how together with 2B we slew the Logia machine hacking me. Now I need my real objectives reassigned as the hacker blanked my objectives. I explained calmly. Alright. Alright, that's interesting.
The line is silent for a long moment, then the officer responds, their tone shifting to something almost apologetic. 4D, we acknowledge your report. A pause. There was an error in your activation protocol. The hacker machine exploited a vulnerability in our deployment system before you even landed. Another beat of static. Then, new directive assigned. Report to Facility 437 for reassignment and debriefing immediately. 2B. They escort him if needed. 2B's eyebrows lift slightly at that order, but she doesn't protest. Looks like you're getting proper orders now, she says dryly.
Alright, we're gonna do a short break here. I'm probably gonna do, I just want to do it for the sake of an episode, because as you guys know, we don't have enough viewers to justify not taking advantage of Twitch as a fucking episodic, series. So I'm gonna end it here, so... Peace and love, Twitch, YouTube. Look at my fat neck. Let me straighten my neck so I look good in the final pose. Peace and love, Twitch, YouTube.